edutainment to learn? Well, we have parents, I'm sure you all know, or any of you who are parents, have the little computer games for your kids, that's edutainment. Teachers, it's really increasing the use of edutainment in classrooms now. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Individuals, let's say you need to learn another language, for example. There's so much software out there today that also comes under that category of edutainment to learn. Companies use it to train their employees, and I'll show you some of the stuff that Bluedrop has done, some of the courses we've done that we will be putting on Course Park. And some of them will be, well, you can either get them done custom, or some of them you can do to sell to the general public. Businesses to train their customers. I did something the other day where I was putting together a piece of furniture, and instead of an instruction manual, they actually had a link that showed us, and they made it really fun, the way to put together this bed thing, and it was a lot easier than just reading it off a piece of paper. The military, of course, they do have their forms of edutainment. Airlines, I've got a friend who's a captain with Air Canada. They do this all the time with simulations, but again, today they make it more fun, and the list expands daily. Are there different forms of edutainment? Yes. So the big one, of course, is video games. And Big Brain Academy was one of the big sellers, but there's millions of them now. And of course, that's where it ties into a lot of you guys with the video games and the game design. Educational movies are big, like the IMAX Under the Sea and 3D, and there's all kinds of these. They show these in schools today and all over the world. Interactive technologies such as smartboards. New Brunswick is, I'm so proud of New Brunswick. They're so ahead of the game. Most every classroom with school boards throughout New Brunswick now have smartboards in their classrooms. The biggest challenge, of course, is getting the teachers trained to know how to use them, because a lot of them are from my generation and above, and it doesn't come easy, apparently. But even further than that, I don't know if you've all heard of the syntax systems. They go with the smartboard, so the teachers can actually put up these courses or tests or quizzes, whatever you want to call them, or games even, on the screen, and each student has one of these little things in their hands. It's sort of like playing Jeopardy, I guess, and they can actually choose the right answer as they go, and it's all done real time. And apparently, I've heard, and this is not, I think somebody told me, like, it increases learning by 50% retention, and that, of course, goes in tune with our cone of learning screenshot we saw before. So these are all really interesting things. The other thing, they do it here in the schools again. I know they're just starting it in Newfoundland. I know they're doing it in Nova Scotia. It's physical edutainment, so with the Wii and whatnot, Dance Dance Revolution, a lot of the schools now have this in. They use it for gym. The kids can go and do it at break and recess and what have you. So all forms of edutainment. So now we'll talk about edutainment and learning. And these are some of the examples of courses created by Bluedrop that edutainment comes into play. And we do some serious games too, but these are the not so serious. So HES is and these are really blurry, I don't know why, but anyway, forgive me for that. But HES is it's a bunch of convenience stores from gas stations, I think throughout North America. And what we did for them is we created this course that helps when they have new employees come in. It's just a general training that everyone must go through. So that's one screenshot, and you can see what it does. It just gives them different situations, and they get to simulate, and then, go to the next slide. Once they go through all that, it's actually a test. So you see your score, and then you can either play again or continue on. Now, with us, sometimes you can choose whether you want to have somebody do it again, or if they just get one shot or 3 shots to get it right, and then the employer can judge from there. Another one is, this is a training and development one, DC Sim it's called. And this is based on a warehouse thing, so this is a real-time simulation as well. So here the workers choose, it's okay. So you can choose, just want to go back one. There we go. They can choose which group they fit into. I think WH is warehouse, PK is packaging, I don't know what, but you can see the gist of this. So they choose whichever group they're in, and then we continue on. And they actually go through the simulation, and it's really neat the way that they've done this. It even times you, and they've done it so that it's very similar to what you do in real life with the timing. So that, and it shows them the correct procedures to go through and all this kind of stuff, and scores as well. Another one we've done, this is another kind of edutainment. Those are kind of for businesses. This is one called Experiencing Jazz. And it gives the users can actually go in and click and hear the music and watch the videos, and then you can score at the end of that. It's an optional thing once again. Another one's called Mystery and this is an archaeology one. I believe this one's used by a university, if my memory serves me correct. But you can go in and you choose, I think this is the one where you choose your adventure. So I think there's 25 different adventures with this one. So you'll rarely get through the same thing one time, or several times. It's you choose your adventure path, but then there's different sub-paths you can go through. And I've played this one, it's a lot of fun. This is another one we've done for BioTalent. And again, this is for medical training. And you can see here you select a mission as opposed to an adventure. So you can see leukemia, bioenergy, forestry, wheat, copper. Choose one of those and we'll go to the next slide. This is where they chose copper. So again, you can simulate what would happen with different items depending on what you do with them. So this is more of a training one than a test. Future of edutainment. Believe it or not, it was really difficult to get current statistics on it, and I'm not really sure why. I asked about 1 million people, but I do know that it's on the increase. This is an interesting fact. The University of North Carolina has actually now developed a video game that their students take for credit. And this is where I think the world is heading with this kind of stuff. So that's really neat. Demand for edutainment. So this is one statistics I did pull up. In 2007, the edutainment industry recorded the largest revenue increase, 32.1% from 2006. So we can safely assume that that would probably be the same year after year, especially as technology evolves. So that just goes to show you how much this is increasing. In Generation Z, that's the children that we have now, for those of us who are the older ones. So the reason why the demand will increase so much, individual technical abilities, plus the evolvement of technology, plus cultural awareness and acceptance equals increasing demand and revenue. And for how many students in the house? So I can tell you right now that the company I work with, we are dying for people. We can't find enough people to work with us, both in Newfoundland and here. You know, anyone that's a programmer or instructional designer, we really cannot find enough people. So there's lots of jobs out there to be had for people in the industry, in anything. Even the gaming stuff, a lot of those skills are transferable. And especially because edutainment is on the rise, we do need people with more gaming-related skills to incorporate that in courses. I know that just on Course Park, I mentioned a little bit, we have a course market with 2,000 courses. And a lot of those courses came from course publishers, which I will not mention, but some of them are out of date, and we just actually signed on a new publisher who does things called Line Leaders, actually, is the name of those guys. And the courses they have really are awesome, even the ones that are more serious. The way it works is you go through, and then at the 15-minute mark, they've inserted a game for you to play for 3 minutes, and it gives you a break, and you go back again. Then halfway through, they give you another little game. So this is where we're heading, and that's why I see these two markets melding together probably more than they have done in the past. And interactivity works. This is just a little fun part, a little quiz of questions I found that you all might be interested in. So the first question is, which of the following is stated to be the most effective for memorizing new information? And then repetitively rewriting new information until it sticks, watching a digitally remastered film made in the 1950s, having students write a KLW, teaching the students a catchy tune made from new vocabulary. So which one do you think is the right answer? D? That's right. For those of you who, I'm sure that everyone in this room has learned something from making a song in their head, but again, it just goes back to reiterate that interactivity, the more interactive you're learning,